What is up, YouTube? It is Stingray here, back again with another exciting episode of X-Treme Rundown. Today, I'm going to be discussing the youth movement in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, and I'm also going to be showing you guys my ECW 2008 belt, which in fact, this is the last belt that I've been alternating every single week, and this is the last belt, so starting next week, I'm most likely going to be doing like a minute belt review pretty much to help you guys out with deciding which belt to buy or, recommendations, stuff like that. So I hope that'll help, along with the YouTube's WWE replica belt buying guide that I also did, for each belt I did an in-depth look at, and I did an overall video of that, so that should hopefully help you out as well. So I know I've been getting a little bit distracted in my episodes of Extreme Rundown pretty much. Like last week I've been talking about the Walk Star and stuff like that, so I'm going to try and keep that a lot to a minimum, making announcements like that, and I'm most likely going to just stick to strictly wrestling topics, so that's going to be what's going to come in the future, so expect to see stuff like that. And also don't forget that the contest is still going on, that you can create an intro for Extreme Rundown if you're interested. You can submit it as video response to the second episode of Extreme Rundown if you're interested in competing in that contest, because your intro will be used as the intro for every episode of Extreme Rundown pretty much. So have fun with that contest, basically. So let's start with breaking news coming from WWE yesterday. It was very shocking news, actually. WWE released MVP. That was very shocking. I didn't see that coming because MVP was a great heel, but as a face, he was just like, he didn't click as a face, So I think that, actually, MVP stated on his Twitter account that he did not get fired, that he actually requested his release from there. So that's pretty good, I guess, that they didn't fire him. So that he went out on good terms, not bad terms. So maybe we'll see him return in the future. If he's interested in returning, because he was a great heel character. He was not, I didn't really like him as a face because he didn't really click, so I think that he was much better as a face, and actually much better as a heel. So that's pretty cool. It's not really cool that he's gone, but it's whatever. It's whatever. So let's see. We'll talk about the youth movement in WWE today. Because it's been taking the WWE by storm, basically. It's making veterans look confused, and it's making the youth talent in WWE look good. So let's see here. First off, we'll start with the two main participants in this movement. It's Sheamus and The Miz, because these two superstars, they have become the first ever WWE champions in a very, very long time that are outside the Randy Orton, John Cena, and Triple H, all the usuals, Edge. So this is pretty cool that we're getting youth movement in WWE, and that thing just started, so it's really loud. But WWE is basically using their youth talent to the advantage now, because TNA and stuff don't realize this. But once the veterans are up, they have to go. All the guys who have had their moments in WWE, they're going to eventually leave, and without building new stars today, it's not going to help any bit in the future, because of how the company keeps going. When you think about it, WWE just keeps going. It does not stop. So once the veterans are gone, they're gone. They're not going to come back because they're either not in shape or they don't want to do it anymore. So they have to build stars off the ground now, and they have to do this. I picture it a lot better than I do. I picture it a lot better than I can explain it. But it's really cool how this is something that I actually thought of, and I think WWE is actually doing it, because they're actually pushing talent forward, because they're building stars now that they have to do. So they will be stars such as the veterans are today. That's the best way I could put it. So that's pretty much how we're going to see, the youth movement in WWE. Also, it's because of the fact that they're becoming champions, in a short amount of time. Look at Wade Barrett. He's been there less than a year, and he got a WWE title shot already. Even though he doesn't have the belt, it's still a great opportunity to have that title, and he's in the main events and everything, so he's getting a huge push. Sheamus, definitely up there. The Miz, definitely right there with the Money in the Bank briefcase. That was his big push. Let's see, Daniel Bryan, he came right back. He got the United States title. He's definitely getting a big push. WWE's definitely using their talent very well. The young talent, pretty good. So we're going to see, like, you know, a lot of young talent now actually becoming champions and stuff, because they need to build stars now, and they need to, you know, get the veterans out of the way. Actually, not really push them out of the way, but, you know, they have to get the veterans to put over the young talent pretty much, so they will be able to become stars in the near future. And that's what's going to keep the WWE rolling, because, you know, once the veterans are gone, like I said, they're gone. So we're not going to see anything, you know, very different in such a way, but, you know, it makes the veterans look, I don't know, maybe kind of weak, you know, because they've been, like, through very tough matches, you know, Iron Man matches, stuff like that. They've been through Hell in a Cell matches, stuff like that. That's pretty insane. I don't know why I keep saying stuff like that, but yeah, that's pretty insane how, you know, they're pushing talent. Just in the past, you know, when they were doing, like, with when DX returned with Hornswoggle and stuff like that, that is crazy, because I was like, why aren't they putting new stars? You know, they had, like, great opportunities to put the belt, you know, the WWE title on other people, but they didn't. So I would definitely like to see, you know, something like that. And it actually did happen on the next few months when, you know, what was this? When Sheamus won the WWE title, pretty much. So that was pretty awesome that we actually saw something like that happen. The first time he won the title, I believe, was at TLC last year. So that's when I actually can't remember when DX returned with Hornswoggle. So I'm gonna check that out, because I know it was after that, after Triple H's feud with Sheamus, when you know, Sheamus got put over when he got the WWE title. So that was, I know it was last year, but I don't remember the dates. So that's awesome how, you know, that's when I was actually thinking, like, you know, why won't Triple H put over somebody? You know, he was always winning. He was always doing everything, you know, with DX. Every time it was the same thing every single night when Triple H had the title. You know, he would come out, do his moves, whatever, have a match, and then he would walk away, because that's what Triple H would do, and that would end the show for Raw, you know. That was boring, you know. It was just ridiculous how it's just happened every single week. So, you know, once I said, I was like, come on, put him over already, you know. And then finally, something sparked in Triple H's mind, maybe, or whatever, or Vince McMahon's mind, saying, we got to put over talent. We got to build stars for today, so they will be stars tomorrow, and the WWE will keep rolling. So I guess they did that, and Sheamus started off the movement, in my opinion. So that's pretty awesome. That's basically all I wanted to say. It was a pretty good argument about WWE's youth movement, putting over talent, stuff like that. So I hope that was very enjoyable episode of Extreme Rundown. Don't forget, actually a big announcement I wanted to say in the beginning. I'm going to be doing daily vlogging pretty much on my winter break. It's going to start maybe within the next 2 weeks. It's going to be on my Stingray Vlogs channel, which the link to both of them are in the description, and they are both above in the annotations. You can subscribe to both of them because they are really awesome channels. And I have my movie studio behind me, which you can see plays a huge role in my other videos on my main channel, and not really on my vlogging channel, but on my main channel, yeah. So this is the ECW 2008 belt with the Calzer nameplate, because Calzer is awesome, even though he's a total idiot. But in real life, but, you know, whatever. It's, Stingray out, Stingray 09, Stingray Vlogs, Darkling 809. It's whatever you want to call me, and I will be out of this episode. Peace.